questions for Coach Hall?
We talked Thursday in that game. You said first quarter they get back a little bit, second quarter a little more tired. It seemed like that was basically the story of this game. That fourth quarter, you guys seemed to have fresh legs. They did pull away and get this win.
Well, we're playing deep on the bench. We're playing a lot of players, and that gives you a chance to rest. But I expect the intensity to stay the same. And we didn't come out in the third quarter to begin the quarter with that same type of intensity. And then we made several turnovers in the third quarter later, and then allowed them, and we let some three-point shooters get free. And we've been doing a pretty good job at the three-point line, but for today we did not. And so that's something we're going to have to go back and watch that film and break that down and make sure they're aware of where we came up short, because we kept losing three-point shooters, and they shot 45%. We've been holding people about 24, 25%, and so we've got to do a much better job than that.
But kind of sidetracking from the game a little bit, having that 91-92 championship team there. Well, first of all, do you actually remember that team well? Like, did you actually actively watch them back during that?
I know a few of them through mutual friendships, and I've gotten to know Coach Sanford over the years. I know Coach Small. We're both from the same part of the state. We're both Bullitt County natives, and so I know them that way. I didn't get a chance to see that team play in person, but I've heard stories, and growing up in Louisville, I heard stories about Kim Pelkey and how she used to drag some of the guys at the park at Wyandotte, and so I know how talented that group is and was, and I told them that really, I appreciate them coming today. I know they came for the recognition of being inducted to the Hall of Fame, but supporting this team and really giving an opportunity for our players to meet them, to get a chance to put. They see their faces in the hallway, and they see the numbers and they see the banners, but now you get to realize those are real people, just like you. And so it was that group and the teams before it that Coach Sanford had that really built this tradition and really proved that there aren't any limits on what you can achieve. The limits are in your head. And so they kind of proved that they can accomplish the same thing anybody else from any other university can. And so we're just trying to live up to their standard.
Mine, Merrill mentioned specifically that Coach Sanford coming in before the game and talking to them and complimenting them on how hard they played was kind of motivation for them coming into this game.
Well, it's not often that you get a Hall of Fame, should be Hall of Fame coach that's been to 3 Final Fours and coached all the All-Americans he has. And so since he was here, I asked him if he would come talk to the team. He follows the team. He's not always able to be here, but he follows and he pays attention to what they're doing, and it still means a lot to him. And so I knew that it'd be a cool opportunity for the young ladies to hear his perspective, and so that was neat.
All right, Coach. So about midway through the third quarter, I believe you had Alexis Reed on the bench. Teresa Faustino was the point guard handling the ball.
Was Teresa? Probably Jenna Walker was probably in there handling the ball.
Well, Teresa,
yeah,
Teresa and Jenna. Can you tell us about Teresa's growth in the past couple of games? How big?
Teresa's always been. She's a gym rat. She's always been a good basketball player. Right now, it's about confidence. Just getting that confidence to make the plays that I see her making in practice, making them in the game. So we're just trying to get out there and let her work through some of those mistakes that you make and get comfortable and get settled out there, because she's one of, if not our best defender. And she does a great job of reading passes. She does a great job of guarding and hawking the ball. Right now her frustration will come from, honestly, just making some turnovers with the ball. And so once she gets a little bit more confident in that area, she's going to be a playmaker. She's going to be a really, really good player for us.
So it's safe to say that this team is really good. 9-game win streak. Is there anything that you think you guys can get better on and that you guys are still lacking from?
Yeah, we can be here for an hour if you want to go over all the things we got to get better at. Lily Ann knows. So we don't want to turn this into a film session, but yes, there's let's say specifically today we did a lousy job of guarding the three-point line, and we've got to do a better job next week, or UAB and Middle Tennessee are going to bust our head at the three-point line, because they're both excellent three-point shooting teams. And so we've been doing a decent job at that, and we've got to get back, and that's something we've got to improve on for next week.
To have a good win like that, where it's not just a win, but a double-digit, pretty much blowout win where you can start resting your starters. I mean, to have that at this point in the season, I mean, how exciting is it for these girls knowing that, like you mentioned, there are no limits, and when you see how well they did today, how much higher can things just get from here?
Well, first off, Muhammad, I wasn't resting the starters. They were in trouble.
Either way.
And so, but yes, they were resting while they were in trouble. And it really is, we really are 12 players deep. Like, I trust anybody to go in there and make plays and to play hard. And that's really what it comes down to. There was one spot in the game where Macy Blevins asked me, Coach, can we run this play? And I said, Macy, yes. It's not the play that you run, it's how you play. That's most important. And so I don't really care which play they want to call or they want to run. I care how hard they play and how they want to execute that play and how they want to do the little things over and over and over as well as they can.
To expand a little on the 9-game winning streak, they were in here, Maya's saying that they're still young and have room to grow. That being said, Merrill said they weren't very young, but that was Merrill. How nice, though, is it to see that the confidence continues to grow with this group and they continue to have success like this on the board right now?
They're growing in their belief in one another. I think each of them had a belief that they were a good basketball player. Now they're starting to grow and to believe that they're greater together than they are individually, and then that's what makes it special.
Anything else? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.